Hey everybody, I'm Joe.
And I'm Ab with Alliance RV.
And this is the all-new 2025 Avenue 23ML All Access. Ab, what are some specs about this thing?
Absolutely. You're going to be just under 8,000 pounds on the dry weight and just under 28 feet on the overall length.
Nice. So you're going to be able to fit into pretty much any campsite across the country.
Yep.
All right, why don't we go ahead and take a tour inside. All right, Ab, so now that we're inside the 23ML, it looks like you guys made some major changes to the decor. What's going on?
Yeah, all new for 2025. This is our new linen decor. I'm really excited about this. The feedback that we have gotten from Hershey and Open House and everything prior to that has been awesome. So just a little bit of a lighter, brighter offering. You're also going to see a similar look in our Paradigm, our Big Brother brand. So we're excited about creating some continuity there in those two lines. So all in all, I think just a hit overall.
I love it. It just blends everything so well. Modern design with some of those more rustic feels to make it just give you that ultimate camping experience.
I think so.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about the rest of the trailer. All right, Ab, so right when you walk in the door, the first thing you're gonna notice is that the beautiful coffee hutch.
Yeah.
Tell me about all the great features going on.
First thing you're gonna notice, a lot going on in this little area here. First, you'll find that we're using soft close hinges on all of our cabinets. In this little cubby area, you're gonna get A and C charge ports for your phones and tablets, things of that sort. You'll find solid surface countertops throughout, even in the coffee area. And a really cool thing we did too on our drawers is we use the glazed birch residential box, which is just going to make it a lot smoother, a lot more residential. And you'll also find every one of those drawers are reinforced with additional plywood under them, making them a little bit stronger.
And supporting up to 90 pounds.
That's it.
I love that. Just great coffee bar area. Very functional. And then next to that, it looks like you got a large pantry.
Very large pantry. Yep. And what's cool about this is you've got adjustable shelves. You've got an LED strip light that's on a motion sensor. And then we also incorporated a 110 outlet. So this should work out really well for you.
Very, very functional and smart design. I love that. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the slide out next.
Perfect.
All right, Ab, so now that we're in the slide out of the 23ML, let's talk about some of the key features going on in here.
Sure. Again, ton of features in this slide box, slide out. The first thing I'd highlight is the slide out height. So you're going to find in the Avenue All Access, we're significantly taller than most of our competitors at 76 inches. That's what's going to give us this large atrium window behind us that fully opens and gives us some great cross ventilation. You'll also find that we're using residential lights in our slide boxes and ceilings. They're not the pancake dome lights, and everything is controlled on a dimmer switch as well. So just these can be a little blinding in the evening, so a nice feature there. One of my new favorite things is this theater seat / love seat we're sitting on.
Yeah, very soft.
So we could seat 3 comfortably if we wanted to go more for a theater style setup. We've got the flip down. We've got 110 outlet and A and C charge ports, couple cup holders. Directly across from the TV, I think this is a pretty premium setup.
Great, and something that's, oversight on a lot of other floor plans in this competitor space is this is usually just a flat wall.
Yeah, great observation.
So you took advantage of and created a shelf here, whether that's books, magazines, tablets, anything can go here, and it's very functional space. I love that.
I agree, and it's a little more decorative too.
Very decorative. Yeah, and then like you said, directly across from you, you got that 50-inch TV that's beautiful. Let's go ahead and head over to that side of the coach and talk about what's going on over there.
Awesome.
All right, Ab, so now that we move to the camp side of the trailer, let's talk about some of the key features going on over here.
Yeah, obviously, first thing let's talk about is what we're sitting on here. We got a really nice booth dinette that can convert into a bed. There is an option if you didn't want the table posts and the table here, we could do a legless dinette table with 4 chairs.
Nice.
So maybe if this isn't something you see yourself using, just know that that is an option as well.
I love that. And then this space, if you leave it as this, it does convert into a sleeping system.
That's correct. And with storage below.
Storage below. And then when you walk in there, I saw it earlier, you got that little cubby for your shoes.
That's correct. So we've got shoe storage on actually both sides under the stairs as well. So
okay, I love that. So optimized shoe storage. Another large window over here on the campsite that opens up 50% of the way.
And I think to your point earlier, campsite windows are critical in my opinion. It's something I hear from consumers all the time.
Yep.
Remember, that's your neighbor at most campsites. This is the picnic table, the awning, the fireplace. This is the view you want. So this window is very beneficial in my opinion.
I agree with you 100%. All right, why don't we go ahead and head to the kitchen and talk about everything awesome that's going on there. All right, Ab, so now that we're in the kitchen of the 23 ML, there's a lot of great features back here. Why don't you hit on some of what those are?
Sure, I'd love to talk about especially the features that really differentiate us from some of the competition out there. Features you won't see. Solid surface countertops throughout. Again, just an unseen feature in this segment. Another one is going to be the 30-inch residential microwave that we offer. In most cases, you're going to find a much smaller offering. Just below that, you're going to find a 3-burner cooktop, a 21-inch oven, and a very large pot and pan drawer. And then another one of my favorite features is the wraparound windows. When we talked about windows a few times, but this truly gives you that panoramic view of the right side of the camper.
Yeah, and then something else that we talked about a little earlier before was you do have a space for a trash can.
We do.
Out of sight, out of mind. And then behind you, how big is that refrigerator?
You've got a 10 cube 12-volt refrigerator here, so plenty of refrigerator and freezer space.
Nice, that can run off the solar that we'll talk about later.
You got it.
Yeah, awesome. And then one of the questions that I got a lot at Hershey was, can you access the refrigerator and bathroom in travel mode or road mode?
Yeah, such a popular question and an important one, and the answer is yes. You can access the bathroom when the slides are in, and you can access the refrigerator when the slides are in as well.
Yep, and it fully opens, so it's very accessible. Plus, you do have a mini fridge outside.
In addition
we'll
to
talk about that later. All right, Ab, why don't we go ahead and head upstairs and talk about all the great features up there.
As we walk into the bathroom of the 23 ML, the first thing you'll notice is we're using a porcelain foot flush toilet. Just above that, you'll find decorative towel hook. You'll find a very large shower, an even larger linen storage cabinet, a really good sized medicine cabinet, large sink and shut-off valves throughout. And now let's move on to the bedroom. Now that we've worked our way into the main bedroom of the 23 ML, one of the really cool features I want to highlight is the fact that we're a 101-inch wide body construction build. And what that really does is it's extremely beneficial here in the bedroom, but it's just essentially adding more square footage to your coach without the length, which is ideal. In this scenario, you're going to find 25 inches of space between the mattress and the wall with no step up into the bed. And where I'm standing, you're going to be just over 20 inches, again, with no step up. So navigating around this bedroom is going to be very easy. A couple cool things we did for 2025 here on the All Access product is we switched to hardwood tops. You're also going to find ANC charge ports, as well as 110 outlets and reading lights. You'll have a ton of storage under the bed. And just to the right of me, you're going to have a very large wardrobe closet. And below that, it's going to be prepped for a washer and dryer prep. Now let's work our way to the living area and talk with Joe about some of our customer-driven features.
All right, Ab, so you covered pretty much the entire floor plan, but there's still a ton of cool features we got to talk about.
Yep.
One of them is audio. What's
Sure.
going on new for 25 there?
We partnered with Klipsch Audio. Klipsch Audio is a name brand audio entertainment company. And what's cool about that is it's all Bluetooth capable. So we can hook up to 3 zones. You've got a zone for your television, which you can simply hit that button, get hooked up to your TV. There's a zone A, which you can listen to your podcasts, your music through. And then there was a third zone. Yeah, we talked about this. We didn't really know where to go with this one. So we put a speaker, a 6-inch marine grade speaker in the bathroom, and people have loved it so far.
Yeah.
So
Because admit it, you're singing in the shower.
you know they are.
But what else do we got going on that's, those customer-driven
Yeah.
features that make Avenue different?
Yeah, I mean, day one features, right? Customer-driven features. I would talk about the no vents in our floor, which is huge. They're commonly known as crumb collectors. So it's going to make cleaning a lot easier. It's going to be much safer for your pets. Another favorite feature is the fact that there's not a thread of carpet in this coach, right? Again, a great advantage when it pertains to cleaning. Also, the full flush slides. This is something we've done since day one. You don't have that awkward 1.5-inch lip, again, commonly known as kind of the toe stubber. In addition, we have very efficient, quiet ACs. On this particular coach, we have 2. It comes standard with 1. But yes, very quiet. We're running just under 60 decibels on high. We can run them both on 30 amp service, which is critical, especially with state and national parks today.
Yeah, And then some other cool features that I always like talking about is that smart color-coded wiring.
Correct.
So if one light happens to go out, you know how to diagnose it.
Right.
easily.
Green 13 is going to save you a lot of time versus
100%.
going through all that white wire.
And then a plumbing one is the plumbing shut-off valve.
Yes.
Because just like a home, you can shut the valve if this faucet breaks by, your grandkid comes over and breaks the sink. You can shut just this valve off.
Yeah, and every camper is not a do-it-yourself camper, right? So that can certainly end a camping trip quickly if you don't have that capability.
Absolutely. This is a very functional floor plan. I love it. It was one of our most popular floor plans at Hershey. Now let's go ahead and head outside and talk about all the great exterior features. On the exterior, one of the first questions we always get asked is, how's this thing built?
And we'll start with the roof. One of my favorite features and I think biggest advantages on the Avenue is the fact that we're using a PVC roof membrane. PVC is phenomenal. It is 80% more solar reflective, just keeping a lot of that heat off the coach. It's also comes with a lifetime warranty, so that's an extremely comforting feature. And then lastly, I love the fact that it can be repaired easily if something did happen.
Absolutely.
If you get a little snag in the roof, it's as simple as going to your local hardware store, getting a PVC repair kit, some PVC paste, and that is a sufficient fix per the manufacturer. So
100%.
Great advantage there.
Yep.
Another really cool thing I like to talk about is sidewalls and the big advantage there, and that's Azdel. For folks who don't know what Azdel is, it's a composite material that replaces what most manufacturers use, which is a wood. It's called Luan. Water doesn't adhere to Azdel, right? So the chances of delamination are reduced significantly. It makes it a lot lighter, and it's also twice as thick, so the R value increases a little bit.
Yeah, and then you got that aluminum case construction.
Yep.
And then another layer of Azdel, right?
Correct.
On the inner wall. So you have 2 layers of Azdel, which is just hyper functional.
Absolutely.
And then you guys do something different in your floors, right?
That's right. We continue that Azdel. Under the linoleum, you're going to find 2 layers of 2.7 Azdel, and then on the very bottom of that laminated floor, you're going to find an additional layer. Again, the water doesn't adhere to it. That's if water intrusion is going to happen, it's usually here or the floor. We've done a great job of preventing that.
Yeah. So what you're telling me, what I'm hearing is you got a lifetime warranty.
A lot of Azdel.
You got a lot of Azdel on the sides, which is, rot, mold, mildew resistant, lightweight. And then you got Azdel on the floor. So you got 360 coverage on these avenues.
That's correct.
I love that.
Yep.
All right, why don't we talk about where the rubber meets the road next, the running gear.
New for 2025, we have upgraded from a 15-inch Goodyear Endurance tire to a 16-inch Goodyear Endurance tire on all access models. That is a big deal, and I don't know of anybody in this segment that is using a larger tire. In addition to all of that, we're using the Moride CRE 3000 suspension system. We're also incorporating steel V-brackets in every one of our spring hangers, ensuring that we have a little more rigidity and a smoother ride. You'll also find that we're using 1/2-inch shackle kits versus a 1/4-inch that tend to snap and break often. And then lastly, we've also added a 2-inch torsion tube under the I-beam, again, making that ride a lot smoother and a lot more durable. Now let's talk about a few more of the all-access exterior features.
All right, Ab, now that we're on the back of the coach here, you got this great outdoor kitchen area. What are some of the feature benefits going on here?
Yeah, so I'll start with the the griddle and grill, right? Just a great combination here. So you kind of got breakfast here, lunch and dinner as well. So just a very diverse offering in regards to how you can cook. It's also just a great spot on the camper, in my opinion, not right in the center, kind of away from the awning and where everyone's sitting. Just behind that, you're going to find a really nice refrigerator here that's just going to be perfect for, just the right amount of beverages, lunch on the road, things of that sort. Again, under 28 feet here. So to be able to stack this and get these 2 features in here, we were pretty proud of that accomplishment.
I love this. This is great. Why don't we go ahead and head to the back of the coach and talk about what's going on in the back wall. All right, Ab, now that we're on the back wall here, one of my favorite features has to be this all-new aluminum ladder.
Correct.
That still supports up to 300 pounds.
That's right.
But what are some of the other benefits back here on the back wall?
Certainly. So just next to this aluminum ladder that you're just talking about, we've incorporated a spray port. So this will be our second spray port. You've got 2 of these on the coach. You'll find straight above us here, just above the Avenue logo, that little $50 black button. That is a universal camera prep. What's beneficial about that is the consumer can now pick the camera of their choosing.
Yeah.
They're not, opted to just go with one particular brand. Nothing against that one brand, but this is just going to give them more options.
Yep. And then down below, you got the accessories hitch, right?
That's correct. Yep. 2-inch accessory hitch. We get a bike rack on there. a lot of different options there. So
Love that. Okay, let's head to the off-camp side and talk about all the great benefits over there. All right, now that we're on the off-camp side, some of the most important features are here. While it might not look important, it is.
they definitely are. And we'll start with the 60,000 BTU on-demand water heater by Suburban. You know, a lot of guys in this segment are using a 42K on-demand water heater. So 60 across the board, avenue and all access. You also find that we have a standard 50 amp service coach. Again, doesn't mean you can't go to a 30 amp site, but standard 50 amp. 35K furnace in all of our floor plans. And then a new thing we did here just below, it's probably a little light to see, but you've got underbody lights. Just a really cool way to illuminate your campsite in the evening. And it looks pretty awesome.
I agree. It looks awesome. It's very functional too. So why don't we go ahead and talk about the pass-through storage? All right, Ab, so we moved a whole 3 feet over.
I don't even know if it was that.
And now we're talking about the pass-through storage. And it's, again, an important area. What's going on in here?
Sure. So first thing you'll see is this that says slide out 1. This particular unit has 1 slide out, but these 3-way switches are awesome. I think we've incorporated them across the board, all brands moving forward here at Alliance. But this is just going to ensure you can see what you're doing and do it without hitting something, do it safely.
Yeah.
So now you can watch that slide come in and out from this position right here.
Yep, and then there's one on the opposite side that does the awning.
You got it,
Yep.
Exactly. Another really cool thing that we've done here is, you know, this bungee cord here allows us to move this felt board over, and it just gives us access to all our plumbing and things of that sort. Another nice thing we've done is we've loomed all our wires, so when you look in there, it's an extremely clean compartment.
Yes, absolutely. And then you got your notice panel and your tank valves.
Yep.
Great. Let's go ahead and talk about your propane next.
Love it.
All right, Ab. So when you're camping, you need propane.
You do.
What does the Avenue have here?
So we've got 2 30-pound tanks of propane, one on both sides here. A nice little thing on the propane tanks is we've got gauges on them as well. So they're telling you exactly how much propane is left. In addition to that, we know that they'll switch over when one does run empty.
Nice. And then next to that, you have your control for your auto level.
Yeah, I love the position of this. I mean, you'll find a lot of guys are putting their level up controls inside a compartment. Well, that's really challenging when you're trying to unhook and level up and you're popping in and out of this pass-through to do that. With this position, you have a clear line of sight to the truck, just making it much easier. Again,
I love that. It's very functional, very easy to use as well. Why don't we go ahead and head to the front of the coach and talk about the front cap?
Awesome.
All right, Ab, so you got a beautiful front cap here.
Yeah.
And there's more going on. Why don't you talk about all the features up here?
Sure. So fully automotive painted front cap, a very monochromatic design, which, you know, is intentional. I feel that most vehicles out there are going to be white, gray, black. So this is going to go really well with the majority of your trucks. Just below that front cap, you'll find that we're using a Kurt Rotoflex pin box. This is an upgraded pin box. What I really like about it is the absorption pad. Now, is this pad going to eliminate chucking, that stop and go movement? No, but it is going to dampen that significantly. So this is a really nice advantage here.
Yeah, and then you have some controls underneath here.
Correct. So what you'll find standard for 2025 on the All Access product is standard off-the-grid package. That's going to give you a 200-watt solar panel, a 15-amp MPPT charge controller, your prep for an inverter, and then your outlets are all converted as well. So
very nice.
Very good start.
Very great start, especially for a coach that's, again, under 30 feet. Right?
Yeah.
Under 28 feet.
Under 28 feet, correct.
Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and head back to the campsite and talk about some additional features. Everybody, thank you so much for watching this tour of the Avenue 23ML. Ab, how can they learn more about this floor plan?
You can learn more at alliancerv.com. Joe, how can our customers connect with us?
Yeah, so if you guys go to any social platform and search @AllianceRV, you're going to easily be able to join the Alliance. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Safe travels.
Then you guys do something different in your floors, right?
That's right. We continue that Azdel, right? So under our linoleum, can I just say under?
Yeah.
Under the linoleum,